An absolutely surprise move from the NCP came today when the NCP made an offer earlier this afternoon to reach out to the BJP and offer it unconditional support from the outside. Joining us now is senior leader of the BJP, Praful Patel. That parliamentary board meeting of the BJP is also ending and we'll go to that live in just a moment. But let me start by asking Praful, how do you explain the U-turn, Praful Patel? Earlier you had said you're with a secular coalition. Now you've offered unconditional support to a party that you always call non-secular.
Barka, you see, this election has been very unusual because all political parties have fought against each other, and including us and the Congress, who we were allies for 15 years. Now, the point here is that post the election results, a situation has developed where no other formation can actually, unless we again form some unholy nexus between the Shiv Sena, the Congress, the NCP, if we all try to come together, then only there's an alternative possible. Might as well, in such a circumstance, the largest political party, though not an absolute mandate, at least has a reasonably large mandate to form a government. And why create a situation where there is some other maneuver to try to form an alternative government? And that's the reason why we thought that we have extended support from outside. We are not going to be part of the government. So what really stops us, from looking at it objectively?
Okay, but can you give us a sense if the BJP is open to your proposal? Have there been any back channel talks on with the BJP? Have you spoken informally to anybody? Because this couldn't have happened overnight.
No, I don't think we have spoken to the leadership of the BJP. The only point here is, Barkha, that since morning when the results started trickling in, we were getting a little sense on the ground that, there is some, move to cobble up something with the Shiv Sena and the Congress. And I'm not saying anybody officially approached us, or I'll be honest and fair to them also. But this kind of some murmuring and rumors were going on. And when we sat and discussed and we saw the results, of course, we as a political party always, and as all political parties, would endeavor to win and form a government. We couldn't. And in such a circumstance, best is to, all right, let in the interest of the state, whoever is the largest party, form the government. We are not sitting with them for a quid pro quo, or we are not bargaining. So therefore, what is the question of talking to them?
But it's very interesting what you're saying. You're saying that the Congress actually made a proposal of an arrangement between the Congress, yourself and the Sena?
No, I'm not saying that anybody approached us. But these kind of rumors and this kind of some talk was coming, through many channels of media and otherwise. And we just thought that, all these things will lead to further speculation as to whether something else is brewing. We might as well put a cap to it. We announce unilaterally that there will be a government of the largest political party, and we would be happy to extend outside support. That does not mean that we subscribe to anybody's position. It doesn't mean that we are bending backwards to help or accommodate anybody's concern. The fact is, they are the largest party. And what other combination could have formed a government in Maharashtra? Unless and until it could have been a Shiv Sena, Congress and an NCP arrangement, I don't think it could have been possible. So we put a cap to that. Otherwise, if we had not said this, all day and all evening, maybe today or tomorrow, people would have been speculating that is Sena, Congress and NCP going to form a government?
But look at the things your party and leaders have said about each other in this election campaign. Sharad Pawar in the Lok Sabha campaign in April this year likened the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Hitler. The BJP has demanded the resignation of your former Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar on corruption allegations as recently as June this year. The Prime Minister has subsequently called your party, the NCP, the naturally corrupt party. Are you saying that these words have absolutely no meaning, that ideology be damned after the election? You can just switch sides so easily?
Listen, if you see the Maharashtra elections, it is really, like a comedy theatre. Everybody is accused everybody. And I don't think, a situation like this was ever envisaged. The Congress, unfortunately, as you're aware now, we try to make sense, trying to tell them, please give us equal number of seats. They always, took that big brotherly attitude. Anyway, that's their call. They didn't agree, and at the end, they dragged on till a point of no return on the 25th evening. One day before the last day, we had to ultimately take that call, and we did. and see the results. The results are there where our stand, at least vis-a-vis the Congress, stands vindicated. But having said that, everybody's accused everybody. I am not trying to stand in judgment or not trying to defend anybody's position, including ours. But the point here is, what could have been a possible formation post the election results? And the possible formation can only be a BJP-led government. And we might as well stop all the speculation and rumor mongering as to whether an alternative government is being cobbled up. Probably, had we not announced our stand, as I said earlier, everybody would have been speculating. You probably would have been asking me questions. Are you going to form a government with the Shiv Sena and the Congress? Probably those kind of questions would have arisen. So we've just spelt out our stand. We have just extended outside support. We are not asking for anything. So why is the speculation, or why is this kind of talk as if, there is some unholy nexus?
Uddhav Thackeray had earlier said in an interview to me, Praful Patel, that Sharad Pawar wanted to join the NDA much earlier, and it was Uddhav Thackeray and Gopinath Munde who stalled it. How do you counter the allegations that you've basically made this offer to the BJP to cover yourself against a number of corruption allegations that your party is facing, including the very serious irrigation scam?
Well, I don't think they need, if that is the case, and if there is something which they feel is wrong, they are most free to do and take the logical steps regarding any of our leaders here in Maharashtra. That is the least of the issues. The issue here is, you see, everybody's, as I said earlier, everybody's fought an election to win, obviously, we also. Now, when we have not been able to win, the Congress has not been able to win, or whoever, the BJP has emerged as the largest party. And they are not terribly away from the halfway mark. If by some, means, if everybody is trying to form a government, and which obviously the largest party will try to form the government, and rightly so. All we are saying is, we put a stop to all this, let the largest party form the government. And I can assure you that there, as far as the NCP is concerned, we have no backroom talk, understanding, quid pro quo, or anything of that sort.
Do you believe that finally it's only a matter of time before the Shiv Sena and the BJP kiss and make up?
Well, if they do, it's good luck to them. Who are we? We are not interlocutors in their relationship or their marriage. It's up to them how they handle their relationship with each other. And if they find solace with each other, good luck to them. We are not. What are we asking? We are only saying form a government. Somebody has to form a government, and which they inevitably will. All we are saying is put an end to any speculation. If they can form a government, we have no issues with that.
Well, Praful, talking about relationships, one senior BJP leader joked that your offer was a reminder to the Sena that when relationships break down, there could be another woman or man if the Sena doesn't return. So that metaphor of broken relationships and kissing and making up likely to haunt the equation in the next few days up to Diwali. Thank you so much, Praful Patel, senior leader of the NCP, on a day when the NCP bowls a googly, offers outside support, unconditional outside support to the BJP and weakens the Shiv Sena's negotiating capacity with that one move. But BJP sources still saying that it's the Sena that's the natural ally, but it's the Sena that will have to now come to the BJP on the BJP's terms, the BJP asserting itself as the dominant partner of this alliance.